Hello, Rob here from the Flanagan Homestead. As I'm standing out here collecting my eggs and tending to my birds, I wanted to tell you why I prefer selling eggs to my friends as opposed to just putting them in my firewood stand. Although I do both, there's one very simple reason, and that very simple reason is this: egg cartons. When I started selling eggs, goodness, 15, 20 years ago, I don't remember when it was, and I needed more egg cartons. I bought a bunch on Amazon, and they came out to like 20 cents an egg carton. I thought, that's no big deal. And so I've been having more and more birds, but I've had a large family and we eat a lot of eggs. And when I had extra eggs, I usually just gave them away. But I'm back to selling eggs again. And when I ran out of egg cartons, I went to go order some, or I went down to the feed store to buy some, and multiple feed stores around here had egg cartons, but they were $1 a piece. And I know a lot of people have complained, how are you supposed to even, is it even worth it financially to raise your own chickens, or is it just cheaper to buy them in the store because with the feed costs and everything? It is, in my opinion, definitely cheaper to have chickens and raise them on your own. Especially my chickens have 5 acres of pasture land that they run on, so they do a lot of feeding on their own. So I don't put a ton of money into feed, although I have some scratch on the ground right now. But anyway, so the profit margin isn't huge on selling chicken eggs. I'm selling mine for $5 a dozen. And so if I'm paying $1 per carton, I'm not doing really well. But then when I sell them to my friends, usually I have some friends that I drop some off at church almost every Sunday, and then they give me the cartons back. And so just by selling to people that you know and ones that are going to save your cartons, your profit margin goes up significantly if people are returning them. I haven't put a sign in the firewood stand when I'm selling them there asking for them to return the cartons. I don't know how many people are local going back and forth, or this is a big camping area. People are going up and said, oh yeah, we need some eggs, and picked it up. So I'm probably in the near future going to be putting a sign up that said, please return cartons here, or if you have the chance, return egg cartons here, and hopefully I'll get some back then. But that is my simple rambling reason on why I prefer selling to friends over in the public area. Here's the newest box of egg cartons that I bought off of Amazon. So I had to go all the way up to 125 count, which will take me a while because I'm not selling a ton of eggs right now. But this brought the price down to about 40 cents per carton. On another chicken note, I don't know what happened to these 3 birds. They are so skittish. They'll come up and feed up by the barn with the other birds. Well, some of them are starting to go out and work the pasture, and they're back in the barn laying. But the whole flock will just be up at the barn, and I walk in, including them, I walk in, and then these 3 just disappear and bolt and run away from me. I had those 4 birds being raised by my horticulture class at school, and they were handled often, and they were actually quite used to people and doing really well. But I don't know what happened. About a month before school got out, they went from being used to being handled by people to just being frantic anytime people came around, and would go to the farthest corner and hide. And something happened to them, but I don't know what. And they've been home for over a month now, and I thought by now that they would be more acclimated and calm down, just like my other livestock, my goats and sheep. You know, when you first buy them or move them, they're upset for a while, and then they settle in. But these chickens, they do not want to be anywhere near me. And I haven't done anything to them, but something happened to them. I don't know what, but they have a memory of something happening. And I'm gonna just casually and calmly start walking towards these birds and see what happens. They do not want to have any part of me, and I don't know what happened to them. So I'm a good 35, 40 feet away still, and they're keeping a distance. If I was to close this gap, they'd be even more frantic. So I don't know what they think I'm gonna do to them. But I'm just gonna leave them alone and let them be. Thanks for joining me on the Flanagan Homestead, where Christmas trees are my business, teaching and cleaning horticulture is my job, and outdoor projects are my passion. Hope to see you again soon. Be blessed, everyone.